to a place where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise.
Take me home to the banks of the riverside. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best. Yes, it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the riverside.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Toon Review YouTube channel. Tonight, fan forum night. So if you want to join the show, the link is pinned in the live comments at the top. Get yourself on there, click on it, and I'll take you through to the StreamYard waiting area. We have got some guys already ready to come on. So hopefully we'll have a full house tonight once everybody gets logged on and sorted out. A lot to talk about tonight on tonight's show. Obviously, the performance against Brentford. Unfortunately, Eddie Howe missing that due to COVID. But was it a performance that you were satisfied with? Have you seen improvements in the team? Are we going to avoid relegation? Is a simple question. And what do we play against Arsenal? Do we go with the same sort of formation, go and attack them, or do we sit off them a bit and try and catch Arsenal on the break? A lot of talking points, obviously, with transfers as well. Divock Origi today has been told by Jurgen Klopp that he's going nowhere. We're interested in Juventus midfielder Wesley McKennie, who is actually playing for Juventus tonight against Chelsea in the Champions League, and also Canadian Jonathan David, who I think would be a fantastic signing considering his rapid pace. There has been rumours come out today. There was a report on social media this morning that Newcastle United were only going to look for loan deals in January. I think that's actually a load of crap myself. I don't believe a word of it, simply because of what Amanda Staveley said in her last interview. Obviously saying that she didn't normally go for big signings in January because you don't tend to get value for your money in January. But given the situation that Newcastle United are in this season, I don't think they've got a choice. So I think they're going to be spending quite a bit of money. But anyway, if you enjoyed the show tonight, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button for me to help me to continue to grow the channel. And also, if you like what you see and you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. And super chats are available. If you wish to donate to the channel, hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments, and that will take you through to the payment method there. So thank you in advance for that. A few comments just before we get the guests on. Forever Ron says, yes, sir. I'm not sure what that's all about, but here. Good evening, Matthew. Good evening, Jade. Hope you're well. Good evening, Julie. Louis says he's just booking tickets for Newcastle, Burnley, Gateshead, Charlton, and hopefully Newcastle, Man City. Yeah, I got my Gateshead ticket today. Should be a cracking game, that, against Charlton. Evening, Charles. Hope you're well, buddy. Evening, Daniil. Good evening, Mark. Lots of people joining in the chat tonight, so that's good to see. Is John in love with Ollie? There's a possibility that he actually is, because he's very upset that Ollie got the sack. Tom said, good evening, everyone. Bottom of the league, but wow, so much positivity buzzing for my trip to Arsenal. Good man. Still waiting on whether Howe will be there on Saturday. Yeah, obviously he's got to have 2 negative tests, I think, so we'll have to wait till the end of the week for that one. Carl says, can't believe ESM give a fan a 2K watch. I know. Quite a nice gesture, that. Why would we only look for loan deals? Exactly. Clickbait. Could be, Jewel. Could be, but we don't know, do we? We don't know. It's going to be interesting. Evening, Wendy. Hope you're well. Loving Junior Banks of the River Tyne. Can't stop singing it. He's a legend. He is indeed. I think he's watching now. So good evening, Junior. Hope you're well, matey. Good evening, Mr. Harrison. Hope you're joining us shortly. Matthew says, I think the owners will spend however much is needed in January, whether it's 50 million or 150. Exactly. Brian, good evening. Love the channel, Paul. Thank you very much. And we've got Matthew would take a point on Saturday. To be honest, a win would be class. Definitely. Tom says tickets on sale for Gateshead against Charlton. Yep, get along and support them. It'd be nice to have two teams from Tyne and Weir in the third round. Of course, Sunderland not there due to their really crap performance against Mansfield. Oh my God, the Mexican Lewandowski might be getting a start. Yeah, I mean, he has. It's interesting. Hearing rumours, John has left Joelinton to comfort Ollie in his time of need. Bruce for Man United. Paul says, great to see you back, fella. All right, everyone else. Thank you, Paul. Thank you to everybody that keeps supporting us. It's really unbelievable. You know, I've had a rough time the last week or so, but hey, hope they won't win. You know, whatever they say about us, they can say what they like, to be honest, because the people that really know me, my friends, family, Susan, etc., they've all been rock solid for me. And it's, as far as I'm concerned, family counts, friends count, and that's all I'm bothered about. The other lot can screw themselves, but never mind. Luke says, good evening. Thomas, hope Gateshead might go on a cup run, possibly. Maybe. It'll be nice to see. Tony says, the loan deal rumour came from the Daily Mail. Oh, well, there you go. What's your thoughts on Bruce wanting the Man United job? Hilarious. Mark says, exactly why would we be looking for loan deals with the richest club in the world? I don't know. There was something in the report and why they were doing it, but obviously the report's a lot of crap. I'll take it with a pinch of salt. 2 centre-backs, 2 midfielders and a striker in January, maybe a full-back. Yeah. Trolls, thank you very much for your super chat, mate. I really do appreciate it, as usual. Thank you for your donations to the channel, my friend. Joelinton will be the next Gaza. He has it. He has the hair already. Not so sure about that, but we'll see in time. I see Spurs are £700 million in debt. What happened to the European show with John? Well, he's in Italy at the minute, so I can't do it. So as soon as he's back, we will be continuing that show. Don't worry. Paul, you're the man. Thanks, Daniel. Keep up the good work, mate. Thanks, Mark. Really appreciate that. We'll get predictions at the end. Good evening, Andy. Right, I'll get some guests on. We've got my main man, Jason. Good evening.
Hey.
We've got Chippers. Actually has internet at last. Good evening.
Hello.
Dominic, good evening.
Ew.
And we've got Dublin Magpie. Good evening. Hello. Can you hear us?
What's the crack? Can you hear me?
There he is. What's the wee crack? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Son of well, I don't know what that is. You reckon Bruce's team has done an Emery basically with him having connections to the Man United interim manager job, just trying to make it look like if Man, I want him other. Listen, it's pie in the sky for me. I don't think they'll ever go for Steve Bruce. Jason, what do you reckon? Is Bruce the man to take Man United forwards or even more backwards?
He's definitely the right man for Man United. He's going to win them so many championships, or should I mean, he'll be taking them to the championship. But yeah, he's definitely the one. I'm all for Bruce. Bruce in, definitely. Bruce in. Come on, we got to make it happen.
Yeah, I listen. I'm on your side, mate. I think we should push for Steve Bruce to get that job. We should be sending emails and everything to the Glazers just to say what a wonderful man he is, what a talented manager he is, a master tactician of the game, and see what happens. Chippers, what do you think? Man United for Bruce?
Well, I've tweeted Man United on numerous occasions that why not? I mean, come on, he did a fantastic job here. He's a family man. He was hard. I mean, he was hard done by here in a way, and I mean, you know, he wasn't backed by Ashley, was he? I mean, he just had over £100 million given to him, so he wasn't backed really. You know, he wasn't given a fair crack here, really, was he? So I think Man United deserved to give him a fair crack because I think he deserves that chance.
Carl says, my wife thought the Toon review was about cartoons, not football, daft cow. Jesus. Okay.
There is another channel called the Toon Review, and it's all based on cartoons.
Yeah, I know. It's Toon review or something like that. It's based on the Looney Tunes stuff. That's maybe why people subscribe to me, thinking it's cartoons. Most of it is there all the time when John's on. Luke says, unfortunately, haters going to hate. Keep doing great work, Paul. Cheers, Luke. Appreciate that. Tom says, imagine if Newcastle against Gateshead came out in the hat in the third round. Yeah, I think Gateshead have got a very tough deal against Charlton. Let's not look too far ahead, but it's fantastic that they've made it. Dominic, good evening.
Hey, mate.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm surviving, battling on as you do,
Good on you, man.
amongst the social media shit, but never mind. What did you think of the Brentford game?
Phew. Well, last time I was on, it was quite a while. I said Joelinton, best in the world. What did he do? He scored. That's it, man.
Yeah.
He needs that number 9 back from Wilson. I think that's his mission. But
Chippers, give over shaking your head because that guy was magnificent on Saturday.
I know, but he's not. I know, but you can't take the number 9 off Wilson. You
yes,
just
you
can't.
can, man. Sorry, I didn't see Wilson on that score sheet.
No, I don't think he played that well. To be fair, Wilson had it wasn't one of Wilson's best games. I mean, he had a header in the first half, but didn't really. I mean, the whole team linked up. To be honest, I mean, they all played well. I don't think that. Well, let's not say all because we'll come to the defense in a minute. But Davy Dublin Magpie, how are you?
I'm great, mate. I'm great. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm okay. What did you think of Joelinton's performance on Saturday?
I thought he played out of his skin. He left everything on the pitch. That's all you can ask from him. And if he continues on, and it's good to see a bit of positive reinforcement going his way from the manager and the coach. But
well, Jason Tyndall's actually come out and said that he's going to be quite a main man for Newcastle United. They've seen enough in training. They love his training methods. They love the way his effort in training. They love the way he's performing in training. And given the extra work that they've done with it came to fruition on Saturday because he was just outstanding.
True. Like I just thought he was all over the pitch. Like he was, like even in defense and everything. Like when he wasn't even expected to be. Like it wasn't like they were actually pushing us that hard at the back at that time when I seen him. I can't remember exactly what minute it was, but like he just came out of nowhere and took the ball off players and everything. Like it was great.
Jason, we'll come on to Mr. Darlow next. Now, obviously, that first goal was horrendous. I mean, I didn't know because I was at the other end. So I didn't see it till half time. The horrendous, whatever that was, attempt to make a save was absolutely pathetic. It was like he just had cobwebs for fingers and it just went straight through him into the back of the net and we're 1 goal down. The second goal, yes, it was curling away from him. I still don't know why he didn't come out and make life very difficult for the guy at the back post. He knew he was coming in, so I don't know what he was doing there. And the third goal, had he come out the first time and smothered it instead of coming out and stop and then going again, that third goal doesn't happen.
Do you really want to see a rage?
Yes, go for it, mate.
You want to see a rage?
Go for
Fucking Darlow!
Yep.
Get him some smaller fucking gloves. Jesus fucking Christ! Every time he was on the camera, every time you saw an inch of him, he kept doing this all the fucking time. He constantly fiddling with his fucking gloves rather than getting into position and saving a fucking ball. Darlow, get the fuck out!
Get it off your chest, Jace. Get it off your chest.
Jesus.
He was poor. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Chippers, what did you think?
I think he must still have had his butter off his toast on his gloves because it was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you could say he was at fault for nearly all 3 of the goals. I mean, surely, the way I see it is when Dubravka comes back, he goes to pot when really it should be making him better to keep his place in the side. He's almost given a freebie to Dubravka by his performances. I mean,
yeah. This happens all the time, though, doesn't it? This happens all the time when Dubravka gets injured, he then gets fit, and then all of a sudden, Darlow goes to shit because he knows the pressure's on him. Dominic, do you think there's anything dodgy going on with Dubravka as to why he's not starting games? Because is he got an injury that isn't fully healed yet, or is he just? I don't know. I mean, I can't explain why he's not starting.
I think currently, of course, Eddie's pretty new to the club, isn't he? So he's looking at every player. He's looking at where they're good, why they're good there. Yeah. And he's seen Darlow, and he's gone and watched, NUFC comps on Darlow in the Championship, and gone, he looks proper good in. But as you said, every time Dubravka comes back, he's not played, and then Darlow gets the start, and it's rubbish from him. Mm-hmm. I thought he was a good keeper, but I've never liked him fully. He's always I've always been keeping a watchful eye on him because I've never thought he's been good enough for the Prem. But I think Dubravka, I'm not sure why he's not playing, to be fair. He should be 100% of the match.
Yep, definitely. Andy says, I haven't heard Danielle for a while. How is she? Hope she's okay. Look, she's took a bit of time away because everything that was going on social media was affecting her mental health as well, and she wasn't happy with what was going on. So she's just taking a bit of time away just to get herself better. So if you're watching Danielle, I hope you are getting a bit better. Obviously, I came off Twitter last week for a few days as well because it was just getting outrageous. But let them get on with it. I know who my true friends are and who aren't, and all that kind of stuff. Exactly, Jason. All my subscribers, every single one of you, the support I've had is incredible. So, as usual, but we'll not give them any airtime. I can't be bothered with them. Ryan says, Chippers, did you dump Judy for the Brighton fan?
I haven't done anything. I'm not on the internet, so I'm not doing anything. I mean, Jesus
that's
Christ.
very true. Ryan, get yourself on, matey. I know you're probably just sitting in your dungeon again, but Luke says, if they're going to change the Newcastle badge, go back to the 90s version where it was raised off the shirt. It's interesting. I've seen a few concepts of a new Newcastle badge. I like that. You know what it is? I like the old one, from the 80s where it had... it might have been the 70s, actually, when they had the castle with the magpies sitting on it and Newcastle United Football Club written around it. I think that is absolutely a fantastic badge, and I would love to see that one come back in a modern kind of vibe. Jason, you kind of like drawing things. I'm sure you could come up with a design and send it into the Toon.
I could work on something. Who says I'm not already working on something?
Obviously, secret contracts going on behind the scenes.
He's got a
here he is.
speed dial.
Yeah, we're going all international again, guys, because it's Mr.
Yeehaw.
Roy. Hello, my friend.
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
How's it going?
I'm okay.
How
How are you?
mate? Not bad.
Good.
All good.
Good. Where are you tonight? Mansion, castle, house?
No, it's the same place at home.
All right, cool. Has the butler got the kettle on?
No, I'm drinking. Oh, I'm not supposed to show it. 7-Up.
Yeah, you can, mate. Don't worry.
Oh, it's only 7-Up.
Look at me with me travel mug of coffee. That's how I rock. Honestly, incredible. Michael, thank you again for another super chat, matey. 150 quid. Absolute legend. Listen, I know Michael hasn't been too well lately, but I've been speaking to him a lot the last few days. And he's going to come to the next Newcastle game. So it'd be great to see you there, matey. So keep your head up. And thank you for your support as well in the last few days, mate. Everybody knows who I am, basically, apart from the rotten scumbags. But there you go. Let's move on. Roy, how did you find the performance?
Much better. It's our 12th game, and it's the first game that we reached 50%, and we got 51 at the end, possession, which shows you where it all went wrong. Playing coward football the whole season, and then suddenly realizing we've got good players, really, but a stupid coach. And it's too late now. But let's see.
So when you say it's too late, are you thinking that we're down?
No, we've got Norwich and Burnley. That's the two games we need to win. Must win now. So win those two. You got 12 points. Yep. I can see maybe we'll get a point or a win. Maybe, you never know. We've got Leicester and what's the other one? Everton. I think those two we might have a chance in getting any points off, and can't see anything else. Maybe Arsenal as well.
Well, Arsenal obviously will come on to that a bit later when we try and look at how we're going to get a result down there. Peter Furbank, thank you very much for the £4.49 super chat. Dopey Darlow may have cost us survival with the way he's been playing. Would have been a crucial 3 points if he didn't have Butterfingers. It's not the first time he's had a goal like that in, of course, Man United. No, that was Woodman, wasn't it? It's like they're watching Woodman. Each other. But it's not the first time he's had stinkers in. He's had a rotten run. Dublin Dave, is it now time for Dubravka to step back in, mate?
Dubravka? Yeah, he should have been in as soon as possible. Like, he is number one for a reason. Like, I just think Darlow cost us the 2 points. Like, he was at fault for the first two goals. Fair enough, Lascelles for the own goal, but like, he couldn't really do much about that. Like, it was kicked off his knee. Like, while you're mid stride, like, you're gonna put a bit of pace, extra pace on the ball. Like, so
should never come to that though, should it?
No, it shouldn't. They stopped the cross. Like,
I mean, when Darlow comes out, he stops, then decides to go again, makes a hash of smothering the ball. He's then looking around for it like it's some kind of bouncy ball. He doesn't have a clue where he is.
Yeah.
And then obviously Brentford go on and score.
He's too panicky.
He is, yeah, and he's not vocal enough. I mean, JC's just there's no vocal. He just doesn't shout at his back four. And when you've got two centre backs who are bang out of form, as in Lascelles and Clark, what chance have we got with a goalkeeper who doesn't shout?
Not a single chance in hell. And if you look at last season, when Dubravka was coming back fit again, when did he come back again? And who was it against? It was against Arsenal.
Yes, it was. It was indeed. Well, it'd be interesting because, I mean, I don't know how we're going to get a result down there with our defence playing like it is. I mean, the coaches are going to have to work miracles to get our defence anywhere near good enough to take on Arsenal. Having said that, Arsenal, I think, are a very, very strange side this season. They looked absolutely hopeless against Liverpool. So, Chippers, we've got the attack to beat them, but where do we go with the defence? I mean, do we change formation?
To be honest, I was quite happy with 3-4-3. I mean, I think it's just a case of, for me, I would put Lewis and Mankiw in because they're like defensive minded on Saturday. I think Richie, I've said all season, he's been targeted and he's literally the goals have come a lot from his area of the pitch, and I know he's obviously probably mates with Howe, but I still don't know how he gets in the side because he's a weak link. He might shout, he might have a captain's attitude, but he's not good enough on the pitch. We need Dubravka back in goal for a start, and we need two defense. Like, I would say, I would have Lewis at left back, and I would have Mankiw at right back. But if he's going to keep them as wing backs, play them because they're good enough to get up and down. And as much as Murphy is going forward, he can't go back. Really, that's the problem.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Brian Johnson from ACDC. Not. I met him on Friday night at the NUFC Matters party, and what a class bloke he is. Absolutely amazing bloke. Really friendly guy, and just a good laugh all around. So good evening, Brian. Remember what I told you on Friday, Paul. It's just letters on a screen, mate. Real people make up for it. And yes, I'm sober. He wasn't sober on Friday night, but class bloke. And thank you for watching, mate. FTT. Matthew says, Howie Wilson's our best player. Let's face it. Yeah, but I'm not criticizing him. All I'm saying is he wasn't at his best on Saturday. He's obviously going to have off games. He's not going to be like bang on it from the start. Dominic, there was a suggestion on my show last night that we should move Richie into a sort of central midfield David Batty role. What do you think of that?
Oh, God. I don't have much trust in Richie, so I don't think I could comment on that. But hey, if it gets him running and it gets him moving, because he's not fast enough anymore. He doesn't have the legs anymore to be running up the left and swinging in crosses like Lewis can. But if we put him in the midfield and it works, Yeah.
I just think we need a bit of bite in that midfield. I don't know what's happened to Willock. I really don't. I think Willock's gone backwards. I just can't believe that's the same player that played the last 6 months of the season last season for us. It's baffling me what's going on with him.
What we need to do, Willock, he's a loan player. We need to sell him off for double the price we bought him, and then loan him back.
Loan him back. 3 years. Yeah, it just annoys me because obviously you get so many people, so many players coming on loan and then performing for a few months just so they can get a contract. Now, I'm not saying that's the case with Willock by all means. He hit it off with the club straight away. He's made some great friends up here and things like that. Now you could blame Steve Bruce. Has he been Bruce? You know, like a lot of players have. I guess time will tell. I'm willing to obviously give him a chance. Annie, good evening. Biddy.
Was that
Well, do you think with Willock he could be like a victim of his own success of last season?
Probably, yeah. But I mean, somebody made a point to me was if you look at some of Willock's goals last season, he just happened to be in the right place. He got some lucky bounces. I think that's a little bit harsh because he did really change our season. You know, for me, he was the one that saved the season, not Steve Bruce. Simple as that.
When it comes to saying something like that, like where he was in the right place at the right time, you have to be alert enough to get into the right place at the right time. So
exactly,
that's a skill in itself.
Yep, totally agree. Forever Run says, my 3-year-old niece started watching the channel thinking it was about cartoons, and now she's debating whether we need 3 centre-backs or 2 and an extra central defensive midfielder. We start them young on the channel. I don't know what's happened. I've got 2 Annies popping up now, so I'll remove that one and bring that one in. Are you there, Annie? There's to Annie. Try the other one. Are you there, Annie?
Hello.
Do you know what? I've come to the conclusion that the broadband in Bristol is absolutely shocking. It's like dial-up. It really is.
I was going to say, I think John's done more shows in Italy than what he has done when he was bloody back home.
I know.
He's got more pictures of his plate of spaghetti than anything.
Oh,
else.
I'm sick of seeing it, man. Bloody pasta, spaghetti bolognese, pasta carbonara.
Pizza.
I mean, pizza.
And he's coking his wine glass.
Oh, that was ridiculous. I'm sorry, but who drinks Coca-Cola out of a wine glass? I mean, Roy being royalty over there, you probably do drink Coke out of a wine glass. You know, but I mean, I'm surprised you're drinking the 7-Up out of a can, to be honest. I thought you'd be using a gold-plated wine glass.
I'm from Chesley Street, mate.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Roy, about maybe using Richie in a midfield role?
No,
like
I think
David Batty kind of position.
Nah, he's too slow. I think on the bench, that's his best position. On the bench.
You don't think he should even start?
No, I wouldn't play him again. He's a good leader. He shouts, but legs are gone. He can't cross the ball. He takes all the set pieces as well. And well, no, Shelby had few, but useless. Well, actually, the first goal was a corner. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not used to us scoring goals from corners, to be honest. It was bizarre to see that go in. Irish Magpie Dave, Dublin Dave. I'm giving you every single name under the sun here. Bearded Dave, Vapor Dave.
What's correct?
Same headphones as me, Dave.
Think so.
Yeah, looks like it. You don't look very happy tonight, Dave.
Oh, I'm very happy. Sorry, I was just got distracted there. Sorry.
No, it's just, I think it's just the beard, mate. It makes you look a bit sort of evil.
I'm Irish.
Yeah, but when you good point. I just remember you approaching me at the burger van the other week before one of the games, and I swear to God, I thought, Jesus, I'm going to die right now. I'm going to be attacked.
And all I said to you was, this burger is fucking mint, because I was hungover.
And that was not hello, Paul, or anything like that. It was, this fucking burger's fucking mint. I'm like, wow, okay.
But it was, though, it was savage. I'm over at the Norwich and the Burnley game. I'm over for that week. And then I'm going to be hitting that burger van up again.
Jesus Christ. I've never heard anybody say from that burger van, this burger's fucking mint. You know what I mean? Normally it's like, oh, what tin did we get that out of? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is a good burger van, actually. I've had plenty from there. Never had any need to put the toilet roll in the cupboard fridge kind of thing. So, yeah. Think Maxi may have to adapt his game and come to terms with how in charge. It's not the St. Maximus show anymore. It's a team game. Yes, do your thing, but got to learn when to pass and when to wait and when to go. That's interesting, Roy, because he's frustrating as hell, isn't he? I mean, you know, I love him to death, and some of the stuff he does is fantastic, but sometimes you just want to shake him and say, look, give the ball, give the easy pass. he did give the easy pass for the third goal when he gave it to Fraser, and he put a fantastic ball in and a brilliant goal. But there was times in the first half he could have set Richie away down the left-hand side, but decided to cut in and try and take another 4 on.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes a simple pass is better than dribbling through 3 or 4 players. And yeah, he's done that a few times in the first half. I think the coach had a go at him at half time, and you can see him, he was passing the ball a bit more in the second half.
Yeah.
It wasn't any of those silly dribbles. It looks good though, but it's frustrating, especially where we are now in the league. I mean, if we're safe, do it as much as you want, but we need some goals and we need points. And I don't know. I don't think he's trying to sell himself in the market or anything. So he just needs to pass the ball sometimes. I mean, look at Messi. He does the dribbles, but he does the magic passes as well.
He does. I just think it was lovely to see us actually attacking Jason on Saturday. It was very, very strange to see us, like Roy said before, 51% possession, something like 23 shots at goal. We haven't had stats like that. So, I can't actually remember when we last had stats like that.
I think I needed an ambulance at the end of that first half.
Couple of years.
We was attacking. It was, my emotions were up and down and up and down. The way we were going forward, and then Brentford would come back at us. And no matter, as soon as they scored, it wasn't Bruce style anymore. We actually went and attacked them again instead of just giving up. It was amazing to see. It was a brilliant game.
I think, to be fair, if that was Bruce still in charge and that was Bruce's team, once Brentford went 2-1 up, we would have just put our heads down again and we would have lost that game 3 or 4-1. But it was the fact that we kept going. To give away a goal after 30 seconds of taking the lead was shambolic, really. But to be fair, Brentford kept the pressure on, took the lead. But we didn't give up. We kept going at them. And I do really genuinely think if we can shore up the defence somehow, then we will be all right this season, because that is the one thing that is letting us down now is the defence. And, Shelvey was brilliant again on Saturday, I thought. And I'm not saying that just because I bought his shirt off Steve Wraith for 150 quid. But it went to the food bank. It went to the food bank. But I will frame it somewhere nice. But Chippers, that's what we want to see from Shelvey, isn't those kind of balls that make the forwards run onto them down the channels and things like that. But he's got to be, this is where we need Shelvey to be consistent.
I was just going to say, the consistency is the key thing with him, isn't it? We can't just have that performance and nothing for the rest of the season. He needs to keep doing it. He needs to do it on Saturday, he needs to do it Tuesday, he needs to do it Saturday. And the one thing as well, though, how fit do the players look in the space of a short time that we look like we're ending the game better than what I mean. When Bruce were hanging out with us with half an hour left, when on Saturday we should arguably have won that game with the chances we had after we equalised. I mean, Joelinton probably on another day has 2 goals, and the difference is you can see the difference. That just the last few games since Bruce has gone, we've been on it for. I mean, I know Jones's games were shy, but we looked better as the game went on, and we finished the game better. Obviously, forget the Chelsea game because that was just unbelievable. But I think Saturday we deserved to win on Saturday. There's no doubt in that we should deserve to win. We had enough play, and it's the one thing is that we didn't win.
Joelinton was pagged by the. I think he should have come off, to be honest. But he I mean, the fact that he led by example more than our captain says a great deal. Annie, are you with us now?
I think I am.
Yeah, we can hear you. Are you okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. And how's life at Bristol City?
Life is not great at the moment, but we move on.
Oh dear. That's obviously he's obviously down in the dumps about Bristol City at the moment. Ryan, get yourself on this bloody show. Lascelles has been a 0 this season. He cost us about 7 points. I can't disagree with that, to be honest. He's been absolutely terrible.
To be honest.
Yeah, Darlow was poor is an understatement. Julie's getting a cold apparently. Oh dear. Dave Harrison, where is he? Just home, mate. Grabbing a bite to eat. I'll be on soon. Get yourself fed, Dave. He's actually coming to see Peter Beardsley with me on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. wasn't Dubravka's ankle infected? Yeah, but he's over that now. Darlow was appalling. Troll says Darlow hasn't been good since he took over for Woodman. Look, I've always had a doubt over Darlow's ability to play like long term as a number one, because I don't think he's vocal enough. I don't think his distribution is absolutely shocking. And that's something Dubravka needs to work on as well, though, isn't it, Dominic? I mean, he's not great at his distribution either.
No, I think it's something we need to probably first work on with the goalkeeper staff, really, and the people who are running them around the training ground. Because it has to start somewhere. If there's a clear gap in where every single one of our goalkeepers is bad, it's got to start somewhere, and it's, again, probably on the training ground.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think it's something that, I don't know, that Eddie Howe and the coaching staff would have seen when they've looked back at videos at how appalling the distribution is to the players?
Probably, but with how Eddie Howe plays, I wouldn't think it's on the front of his mind. I think it's down the list a little bit, but sorting out the midfield is probably at the front of his mind currently.
Fair enough. Sean says, Irish mag, stop vaping like it's banging fashion.
Shut up.
Cesare, I don't think anything dodgy is going on with Dubravka. Eddie seemed not to have confidence in Dubravka's fitness a week ago. Fair enough. Cesare, why aren't you on the show? Alex, I'd rather bring the great Marcelino out of retirement than play Kieran Clark at centre-back. Why not play Freddie Woodman a shot instead of Darlow? Look, Woodman's had his chance, and I think Woodman blew it. Dubravka should be in for Arsenal, I think. Trumpets at the ready, guys. Trumpets at the ready, because we have His Royal Highness, Mr. Harrison. Good evening, Dave.
Evening, all. How we doing?
We are not worthy.
Hey,
We're all mates here.
How are you feeling now?
I'm a lot better. Yeah, apart from the fact I had me booster jab yesterday, so I feel a bit meh. But other than that, no, I'm ticking about. I'm about 90% better than I was a few weeks ago. So just a bit gutted to hear Jodie's got the cold ocean and catches up us on Friday.
Yeah, it's about time you infected somebody else, isn't it, Dave?
I'm gonna be in so much bother if she gets it.
Easy, boy, might hit you again.
I know. I'm very wary of that. He's got a cracking right hook. Cesare, good evening.
Oh, Cesare.
How's it going, guys? How's it, Paul? Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
Cesare, a little bone to pick with you. Why does it take me to ask you to come on all the time? It happened last time. I said, "Where are you, Cesare?" And then you appeared within like a minute, and it's the same again tonight.
I'm sorry. I'll be with Murray from now on.
Good man.
It's
You okay out there?
Paul, I'm shy.
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you for the message you sent as well, Cesare. It meant a lot to me, mate. So thank you very much. Very kind.
It's a pleasure.
What did you think of the game on Saturday then, Cesare?
I was actually blown away. I mean, I think this is the most entertained I've been since I don't remember how. I'm not that worried. Based on what we've seen, I think a win is bound to come, especially if we continue to play like that. But I do agree with you. We need to sort that defense out to stand a chance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was, you know what? I mean, normally a 3-3 result against Brentford, I would have come out that ground feeling a bit down, if I'm openly honest. But I didn't. I felt a bit more positive. I liked the way we played because it was a good game, if we're honest. I mean, a 3-3 football match is a good game. It's just the fact that, if we were up in mid-table and that result happened, we'd all be sitting here thinking, "Wow, that was end-to-end stuff." It was a great game to sit and watch. But it's the fact that we're bottom of the frigging league now. But it's going to be interesting. Thoughts on the fans' antics at the training ground? Have many people seen that?
Standing in the road, like
standing. Well, to ASM, they stood in the middle of the road, blocked his car. I believe he told a fan to F off because he ran. He actually drove past. Apparently, ASM doesn't stop very often. He just goes straight up the road. But this fan decided to go further up the road, past all the other where all the other fans were standing. He drove quite fast out with his Bentley and then this fan jumped out into the road. Now, he'd been doing it all the time with the other players as well. But I just thought, Jesus Christ, man, grow up. You know, I mean, it's...
He's going to get all other fans banned from doing standing outside. Like, it's that, like, you know, they always saying this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And at the same time, he actually gave one fan a watch, just, you know, somebody just standing idly by. So you see what happens if you show your players a bit of respect.
Show respect, exactly. I mean, look, I think it's nice that they stop for autographs because they don't have to, you know, and in some degree, you know, there's a bit of a security thing about that. If you ask me, just coming out of a training ground like that, and there's no security there at all, you know. And to be honest, you know, one fan had a go at Graham Jones the other week for ASM speeding out of the car park. You know, I don't know. I don't see any other football grounds with that kind of access for the supporters, to be honest. But hopefully that'll all change when we eventually get a new one.
See that your man who looked, one of the lads, he looked fucking deranged, looking through the hole, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like, this is a local shop for local people.
You set full off now, man.
The League of Gentlemen. He looked like something out of the League of Gentlemen.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah. This is a local shop for local people.
Oh, God almighty. Fair enough. Ginger says, Paul Dubravka has a lot of problems with his right ankle. That could be why 3 operations in a year, mate. Yeah, you're right, Ginger. And this is my worry. You know, I mean, Roy, it's a worry that he's got so many injuries in so little time. And that's, I think, why we're linked with other goalkeepers as well for the transfer window.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was playing for his country last week. So how can he be fit enough to play for his country and comes back and he's not playing? So there must be something wrong. And Darlow was really bad as well in the game. So I think Arsenal, just put him on. Just put him. Let him have a go and see what happens. He was fit a couple of weeks ago, so he should be fit for this game.
Now, Mr. Harrison, you obviously sit in the east stand near the Leazers, but so I don't know what kind of view you had of the first goal that Darlow conceded on Saturday. I mean, I didn't see it. I'll just say to the lads, I didn't see it till half time on the big screen. But you know, you would have had a perfect view of their third goal when he came out and he stopped and then went again. Yeah. And that third goal doesn't happen, does it?
No, I think you're absolutely right, Paul. I think the thing that got me mad about it was, in Darlow's slight defence, it wasn't just him. I mean, Richie and others were there, and the ball seemed to sit in the penalty box for about 10 minutes. It was probably about 3 seconds, but you know what I mean. When you're in that position, a few seconds does seem a long time, and nobody seemed to go for it. And Darlow seemed more concerned about protecting his 6-yard box instead of trying to get the ball. And somebody should have just did the thing that you do, Rosette, just get rid, just hit it hard. And nobody did. I mean, okay, we did get it, but it was very quickly recycled, and then the goal came.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I think that was that the deflection? I can't remember now at all.
It was. Yeah.
So, but you're absolutely right. Had somebody, and I think the difference between Darlow and Dubravka is that Dubravka would have run out and dived on it, and got the ball. Darlow hesitated, but I think I've said. I mean, we said on Friday night that one of the issues I've got with Darlow is I think he's a great keeper, but he's not the best. I think the biggest problem is that he appears as if he's always looking at the bench. He's not, but looking at the bench thinking, "Oh God, he's sat there, he's always watching us. Oh my, oh dear, oh God," and he just wants to forget the fact that Dubravka's on the bench and get on and play his game. But as everybody has said, over the last sort of 5-10 minutes, he's lost confidence dramatically, and I think that he's obviously nervous. He's not playing with the same flair he was last year. But if you remember rightly, last season when Dubravka was out again and he was in, he was wonderful when the fourth keeper, whose name escapes me, always does with names, he played really, really well. And then as soon as Dubravka was fit, he fell apart again.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest problem with him, that he's always looking at the bench thinking, oh, God, he's watching us, oh, DMA, oh, what's going on here? We'll just play a game for that and just get on with it, But you're right. I mean, had that ball been kicked away, that ball wouldn't have been recycled. And we would have, wouldn't have got the goal. Whether there was another one, I don't know. But I do think that Haim Lascelles cost with the game on Saturday, unfortunately.
Definitely. Right, you finished moving house?
No, fine.
It was like musical chairs there for a minute.
Oh, no. I love the way you just dragged the table or something or whatever it was, because the sound in my earphones was absolutely delightful, Roy. I have to say, it was like some kind of jet with a tractor's engine going through my ears. So I really appreciated that, mate. All the way from Qatar, lovely. I don't
know where that came from.
This is a very interesting comment from Samuel. Newcastle United's first signing should be Fred from Manchester United.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Cody.
No. Connor Cody, exactly right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Samuel, you've had a Sinclair. There you go. The first Sinclair of the night handed out to Samuel. Ginger said, I would never change the Newcastle badge. It's so iconic. And it's the badge Keegan built up from. It is, but, the iconic badge for me was either that one I'd mentioned before or just the simple lettering with the N and then NUF and then the C curled round underneath.
I like that one.
They were the iconic badges for me. Obviously, us older folks will know them badges. Sorry?
Yeah. No, I was saying the badges do change over time, 20, 25 years. I mean, if you go back, it does change and we get used to them.
Yeah. I think this Samuel bloke's a bit of a pay taker, to be honest, because he's now just said Arsenal are going to thrash Newcastle United at the Emirates Stadium.
Thanks for that, Samuel.
That's probably somebody from Sunderland.
Yeah. We Mackham seem to love coming on this channel. I don't know why. Yeah. Sorry, first signing should be Cody, then Lingard. Andy, you speak perfect, 100% sense. Connor Cody should be the first signing on the 1st of bloody January. Simple as that. Give Wolves whatever they want from him. Annie, what do you think of Connor Cody?
I'm sorry, but why would he want to come to Newcastle?
Oh, God almighty, man.
Am I not allowed to have an opinion now, am I? Oh.
Yeah, of course you will. Oops.
Okay, yeah.
Of course you're allowed an opinion.
Freedom of speech.
Go on, carry on.
Connor Cody at the moment, whether you like it or not, Wolves are battling for the top 6. They're currently 6th. They're trying to get into Europe. Connor Cody is the captain of that team and is the main hub of that team, really. He's key in Bruno Lage's plans. I understand the money side of things, and I understand that aspect of stuff, but why would he want to leave potential European challenge and be a part of a project which could get into Europe now instead of in 5 years' time or play in the Championship next season?
A couple of extra euros.
That seems a bit of a risk to me.
We won't be playing in the Championship fees in defence.
Yeah,
well,
fair point.
Yeah, exactly.
Tom,
I haven't. Tom, 2 seconds. I haven't received that. I have seen it doing the rounds though on social media, so I haven't got it from yourself yet. So I don't know what's going on there. Norvik says if we can get the first goal at Arsenal, their heads may drop after the kicking they had from Liverpool, and if we play the same at Brentford with the attacking football, I'll go 2-1 Newcastle.
What? Yeah.
Interesting. Callum, good evening. Hello, Callum. Is there anybody out there?
I'm here.
Oh, Annie's gone. And it doesn't look like Callum's there either, but never mind. Ryan, for some reason, isn't coming on tonight. I mean, he must have crazy haircut or something, or he's wearing a stupid mousse on his head again. Arsenal are 19th for chances created versus 20th for goals conceded in Newcastle United FC. So 19th for chances created, 20th for goals conceded. 2 worlds collide. Look, it's gonna. I mean, that says goal fest to me. I don't know about anybody else, but hopefully it's not a goal fest in one direction. Dublin, how we're going to get on at Arsenal? Do you think we're going to play the same formation?
Yeah, but I think we'll get used to this formation again, and I think we could actually shock them. But
yeah,
like the bigger teams or the old big teams, they don't like it when you actually attack at them. They expect you to sit back.
Mm-hmm. True.
Sorry, I just repeated on myself there. I don't know what happened there.
That's just your. I don't know, Dublin. I don't know. He looks so angry tonight, doesn't he? He looks like he's ready to punch the shit out of something.
No, I'm good. This is me relaxed.
You need to smile more, man. Get the smile out. You look like how I've been feeling. I want to just destroy somebody's face. You know what I mean?
This is smiling.
I think you look fine, mate. You look absolutely spot on. So there you go.
Oh, do you know what it is? Do you have to be so bloody nice all the time, Harrison?
Yeah, it's just the way I am. You know, it's the way.
By the way, somebody did suggest that me and Dave. I think it was Julie actually suggested that me and Dave Harrison should do a show because. Basically, we're like Waldorf and Stadler from the Muppets, just sitting arguing with ourselves and then arguing about everything else, putting the world to rights. So, but you are going to be making your co-hosting debut very soon, aren't you?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
He certainly is. Jack says Joelinton Golden Boot next season. Now, I have an apology to make to Jack because when him and Emma, his girlfriend, came up, the very first time I met them, he had a Joelinton shirt on. And I ridiculed him for about half an hour. Actually, I did actually offer to take it off him and burn it right there and then. And I give him a lot of hassle about it. He has since locked it away in the loft. But after Saturday's game, he messaged to say that, you know, I may have to get that shirt back out the loft. And I said, you do that. And you wear it with pride next time you're up at the Newcastle game. It's amazing how times change. It really is. It's freaky. We got Callum back by the looks of things. Are you there? Earth to Callum. Callum, you're commenting in the comments, but your mic's not on. Hang on. You've got yourself muted, Callum. You're on mute. Your microphone's on mute.
A little bar at the bottom of the screen, Callum, left-hand side where it says mute microphone. Click it.
I'll just scream at him.
Got him!
Jesus Christ, I nearly crapped me. Who was that? Who the hell was that?
I'm saying out.
Was that you, you cockney git?
I fucking wasn't.
Oh.
It was him.
Who? Chippers.
It was him.
Wasn't me.
God almighty, honestly, I think a bit of excrement just left my body there.
You did say scream at him.
I didn't actually mean somebody scream out when it went all silent, then someone goes, bang!
It was the bearded guy in the middle. I forgot your name, sorry.
The bearded guy in the middle.
You've had so many names, Dublin Dave, haven't you? I mean, Irish Dave, Baker Dave, Bearded Dave,
I was on
Angry
John's,
Dave.
I was on John's fan forum the other day, and they were calling what's the Canadian lad's name again? Sorry, he got
Ryan.
He got someone else. He got someone else calling me the True Geordie.
Yes, there is a bit of a likeness there with the beard.
Yeah,
Oh God. Susan says, hi, Dave Harrison. I'm great. Thanks. Hope you're fully recovered now. He's always moaning about Summit, man. Didn't worry. Kevin says, Ari Ryan. That's good fact finding. Very interesting. I think we could be looking at another high score and draw. I mean, can you believe it? People are actually backing us to draw at Arsenal and not get beat. Jason, hit us with some positivity as why we'll get a result at Arsenal.
I think we are going to get a result against Arsenal. They got thrashed against Liverpool, so their heads are already down. We have attacked and played some amazing football in the last game. Sort that defence out. play exactly the same way, the way we were attacking, and we are going to get something from Arsenal. I am definitely going for a victory.
A victory?
I am going for a victory. I'm going for a win.
There's
We are
bold.
going to go there, and we're going to fucking take it to them, and we're going to get ourselves a win.
What's one of them like? I've never.
Jason, I'm not sure you realise. Do you realise how high you sound like a frigging BG when you lose your temper?
I get angry.
But you've got to love it, haven't you?
Go on, Dave.
Oops. Ellie did a proud look.
Dave's Johnny's drinking out of there.
Yeah, it's just not bad.
Christ on a bike.
You know, it's just a pint of whiskey. It's all right. Better known as lemonade. No, I just love it when Jason goes. It's brilliant. It's cracking, mate. And that's a bold prediction. Really is bold.
This is an interesting point. Lascelles needs the same treatment as Maguire at Man United. Strip the captaincy so they aren't guaranteed to start, and it takes the pressure off.
Yeah, kick up the hole.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I
What
think
do you guys think about? What do you guys think about Wilson actually carrying the armband now, since he knows how Eddie Howe likes to play? Like I said before, he is a bit of a sore loser, which means that he still has that fight. Like, I mean, we don't see Lascelles getting angry. We don't see enough of that. We don't see the passion in him, and we see it with Wilson.
I see the point, but what I think if he was going to make any of the Bournemouth lot captain, it would be Richie, simply because it seems like he's going to play Richie, whether it be at left back or further up the field, wherever it may be. I think he's going to play him there, which means I would probably have Richie as captain because he's very vocal. Now, I know he tends to lose his temper a little bit, but, you know, as I've mentioned many a time at Burton in the friendly, when he missed a simple header, he went and just kicked the shit out of the advertising boards. And that was a friendly. You know, he's very, very passionate. And Eddie Howe might just get the best out of Richie, you know, in weeks to come. We don't know. Kevin says, Brian, Kevin actually believed me last night when I said it was the real Brian Johnson from AC/DC. So he's been laughing about it all day because he was absolutely... Oh, my God. Listen, if that was the real Brian Johnson, I'd get him on the bloody fan forum, you know what I mean? Even the fake, I'd love the fake one to come on because he's a good laugh as well.
He is, man.
Yeah, he is, wasn't he? He was brilliant. Lovely bloke. Lovely bloke.
Yeah,
Ethan says, if Shelvey stops putting in performances, what do you think possibly putting Richie in that position of playmaker? I don't think he's a playmaker, Ethan, but I do agree with putting him in the midfield as a little Raji rabbit running around there. God, that sounds like something you get from Ann Summers.
That's what I was going to say, ramping rabbit.
Yeah, let's not go. Where were you, Dublin? Steady on with your scenarios. Dominic, you obviously said you weren't happy about Richie being there, but do we need a kind of sort of David Batty kind-esque player in that midfield? Or do we have one already, or not?
We do, and we don't have one. It's certainly not Richie. I'd replace him with another goalkeeper on that bench, to be fair. Richie, he's not the man for the job anymore. Eddie Howe's obviously going to play him, and got a bit of a bias for him, but that's understandable. If you join a team and you have a player who knows how you like to play, you're going to play them just to, reinforce the rest of the team. But I don't think he's the man for the job, and I think he's 30-something now, I think.
I thought he'd done better than Longstaff, though.
Well, don't get me started on Longstaff. Don't get me started.
I think maybe his time's coming, Richie.
Yeah. Scott, good evening. He says, Dubravka, Mankiewicz, Lewis and Shaw back in this weekend after a week's training and no internationals. It's a good point. I mean, they were all away, but Shaw was playing. Shaw, for me, he did some things well, and he was poor with other things. But let's give him. He hasn't played. He's played a couple of international games, but the Premier League is very, very difficult to win national football. Annie, I mean, I don't know what to say to you. I mean, commiserations about Bristol City, or I mean, you must be sick as a pig as a football fan at the minute, are you?
We're not down yet, mate. We're not down yet. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to talk about how dreadful we are?
Well, it makes, I mean, you know, everything's rosy up here at the minute. You know, we were all positive about beating Arsenal. You know, I mean, you know.
Well, something you haven't done yet?
Yes, little boy, but listen, right? Time is coming our way. There is no doubt about it. And you know, listen to Jason's positivity. You know, he's standing there, he's screaming like a banshee. You know, he's smashing his windows. His cats have run a mile because of the high-pitched noise. That's how confident he is of beating Arsenal. So it makes a very big difference to us sitting here going, we're going to lose 4-0. We're going to get thrashed 7-0. We're going to lose 6-0, which we've done all season. You know, give us our moment, Annie.
We're going to respect Arsenal, but we're going to ruin them.
Yeah.
We're going to destroy them.
We've got a better chance of beating Arsenal than Bristol City, I'll put it that way.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, well said, Chippers.
So nothing each.
Probably. I'll take a draw. I think
I'll take a draw.
So, Annie, where are you in the league? I've not looked. Sorry.
We're 18th.
You have to scroll, Dave.
Yeah.
Scrolling.
Trying to say below the cut.
Mind you, I don't know what I'm talking about. We're bottom of the Southern League as well, so I mean, you know, we have to scroll.
Yeah, but with us,
It's got all the way
like
down.
that.
All the way down.
With Bristol City, you got to go like that.
Yeah, but you can fit the Premier League table into one web page. Out on the Championship, you have to scroll. That's a good thing about it.
Yeah, but you see, we're the strongest team in the entire Premier League because we're holding
That's
everybody
right.
else up. It's
Exactly,
an old
Dave.
one, but you know.
It's not that joke's been used a million times before.
Absolutely, they get old.
Exactly. Cesare puts a comment on here saying, "Is that the real Brian Johnson? Excuse my gullibility if it's not." Yes, you have now, Cesare. You, my friend, have had a Sinclair. Congratulations. That's another Sinclair handed out tonight. That's the second one. Good competition going on with how many Sinclair trophies were handed out tonight. Dave's talking about his illness again. What if Eddie Howe can actually get Joelinton playing like a £40 million player? Annie, go on, tell us what you think of Joelinton, Annie. You must have seen his performance on Saturday.
I saw the goal. It was a very good goal, to be fair. I've heard he played really well.
It wasn't just a good goal, Annie. It was a world-class finish.
It was never necessary.
From a world.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We've scored better goals this season, but still, it was a good goal. It was a good goal.
Kiss my inner rectum, Annie. Seriously.
It was a good finish.
Jesus, wet man.
It was a good finish, and he played well in that game. That's what I heard. I think playing on the left benefits Joelinton because he doesn't have to do all the work. I think that falls better on Callum Wilson, who I think this might sound a bit harsh, who likes to be the focal point of the team. He likes to be that guy to score the goals. He likes to get the ball. He likes to pass it. He likes to dictate the play. He does all of that, and he's been very good at that all his career. Most of that under Eddie Howe. So I think Callum Wilson will be rejuvenated. I think he'll be even better. He'll go on to another level. But I think your attack is fine.
Where am I going here? I asked you a question about Joelinton. What the hell's happened here?
Changing the subject.
But he wasn't just on the left. He was on the left. He was on the right. He was in the middle. He was in defence. He was in goal. He was in everywhere. He was in level 7 giving Dave some fucking popcorn.
He was in John's dungeon.
Yeah, he was. Dave, Dublin Dave. Right.
What?
That's a yellow card.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
this isn't the Horseman.
Okay.
Consider yourself warned, you evil-looking man.
All right.
I love you. I love you. You know that. Oh dear. Anyway, Ginger's asking, would we take Oxlade-Chamberlain?
No,
I would.
No.
Go on, Mr. Angry. Why wouldn't you take him?
I think he's overrated. I never liked him as a player. Like, I don't know why. There's something about him. I don't know if it's his attitude or something. I never kind of go, oh yeah, I'd like him at our team. Like,
I don't think you like
I
anybody
can't say
tonight, do you?
I'm a loving guy. Look at me.
Look again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly. Jack's putting in another shout out for Joelinton, and Emma sends her love and keep up the good work. Cheers, thanks. Jack and Emma, look forward to seeing you next time you're up. Lovely, lovely couple from Bristol. Absolutely lovely. What else have we got? Thing about Richie in midfield is Shelby. There's legs. Our shots, so we'd be open in the middle.
I'm
Shelby's got legs, has he?
I'm sorry.
Would you?
No,
I'm sorry, how
no.
can-
I think he's trying to say we've got no legs there if we play Shelby and Richie.
How can you say no to Oxlade-Chamberlain when you're suggesting the idea of Matt Ritchie in central midfield? How can you possibly say
How
that?
can you say no to Nigel Pearson when your top
'Cause
banner
he's
picture is Nigel Pearson?
Because he's awful. He's
Listen.
awful.
And that's Steve Bruce.
Listen, yes,
Yeah,
I would
take
laugh my
Bruce.
arse off. That is actually a possibility of happening.
He
Because if
is
they
a
do
lovely
sack
You're all
man.
Nigel
getting blocked
Pearson,
on Twitter if that happens.
you know for a
I'm
fact
getting
that there
That's what
is
keep us.
one club that is a definite that would possibly go for Steve Bruce. And you did say, do I not mistake myself in saying that you said you would have Steve Bruce?
Mr. Pragmatic.
Yes. That's the word I was looking for, Jason. Thank you for
If
covering
Nigel
my back there.
Pearson is sacked, there are not many other options. So yes, I'll take Steve Bruce.
Just think, you can just see when Bristol City hire
Well,
Steve Bruce, right?
That's me yellow card, sorry.
All right.
Go up in the corner there, right now.
One sec.
What are you doing now?
I don't know.
That's a yellow card, man.
All right.
Annie, are you actually sitting on the toilet tonight?
No.
He is actually. He is.
I think you are. I think you
That's
are.
a
You've been
button.
found out. Listen, anyway, right, I'd just like to say, if Steve Bruce does come in as manager of Bristol City, you can just imagine, you know, all 15 Bristol City fans standing behind that goal, right? And they do what you do. They do what the Iceland fans do, and they start off in chant going, Bruce, 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 Bruce.
Kebabs roll.
I was
Kebabs
going
roll.
to say they've got kebabs in their hands doing the dance.
Oh, it's a party. It's a party at Action Gate. There's no doubt about it. It's going crazy. You know, just think what a legend he could become at that club, Annie. You know,
But
to
it's
take
all-
you
it's all-
from a championship, low in the championship, all the way to League Two. It would just be an incredible achievement for Steve Bruce.
But
When
he's going
you
to
know,
Man United.
Bristol City are a
Paul, so I mean, it's
fantastic
all
club with
academic, isn't
fantastic fans.
Yep. Sorry, Dave, what did you say there?
it? I just said Bruce is going to Man United, so it's all a bit academic, isn't it?
Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah, I want him
Are those
at Man U
odds?
so
Are those
badly.
odds? Did you see the odds of 14-1 now for them to go there?
Yeah, so that. Man.
I want
I
him
mean,
there
listen.
so badly.
Mark Hughes has thrown his name in the hat as well. I mean, you know,
Of course
I'd rather have Mark Hughes than Steve Bruce, to be fair. I think Mark Hughes is what on earth is that?
Sorry, that's my phone.
I thought it was an episode of the Teletubbies coming on somewhere. Jade says, if you don't have trust in Richie, do you have trust in Shelby, Hayden, and Longstaff? Another bare thin area that needs work. Correct, without a
The
shadow
whole
of a
club
doubt.
needs work.
I'm not sure of that name, but that's very interesting. To be honest, a lot of the Willock goals were scrappy. I'll actually agree with that. Willock will come good. He
Goals,
just
yeah,
needs
they do,
time.
yeah.
Oh, I am. Listen, Matthew, I love you, mate, but you've had another Sinclair there with that quote because that is, he just needs time. How much time have we got to give these players, given that we're bottom of the league? We haven't got time. Time is not something we have.
Time with Howe.
Now you've realised you're in a relegation battle. Let's
Oh,
have this.
shut up, you
Let's-
squirt.
Let's have this. Let's have this.
Doing that from the
I-
first game.
I'm looking forward to next week.
I thought you called him Squidward.
Deflections and lucky bounces. Paul says, I don't think we should sell Willock at all. What he did last season, give him time. Fair enough.
I think what the
I
lads
can
need,
honestly...
Paul, is time under Howe.
Right, okay. Right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the exact reason that Dave Harrison is going to become a co-host, just to correct my errors. Robert says, I can honestly see us getting Trippier as Howe seems to want the deal done. That is picking up a bit of pace, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sean says, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Well, lad.
Actually, I'm surprised. I'm
Ping-
actually surprised that Dublin Dave didn't come out with that.
I didn't know. Like, I'm not in the chat at the minute.
No, you just got.
A quick-
you-
I got distracted.
He's probably playing his death metal in one ear and listening to the show on the other.
No.
Paul, you'd be rich. I'd be rich if I heard that quote, and I got £1 for every time.
Yeah, I bet you've heard that a long time. Yeah, I can imagine. Brian Johnson says, still real, just not the lead singer of AC/DC. Oh, my God. And we've got Ahmed coming on again from Saudi Arabia. Good evening, Ahmed.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Or good morning.
How are you?
How's it going?
I'm good.
And what was your thoughts on the match at the weekend?
Yeah, it was really, in fact, it was entertainment, I have been watching Newcastle for a long time, but this remind me of the 90s, of Newcastle 90s. So, yeah, it was really entertaining. Well, I mean, there is some defensive mistakes, but I think we can manage it, hopefully, in the next couple of games.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make about, going back to the Keegan days, because it was a bit like that. And those of us that can remember the Keegan days, I know Dave can remember back till when Newcastle were actually formed, but in the 90s, it was brilliant, wasn't it? And David did give that kind of atmosphere, didn't it? Like, you score one, we'll score one, and like it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, it was very much Keegan-esque at the weekend. That you score 3, we'll score 4. Just we didn't score 4. But yeah, I mean, I think as Howe said when he came in, he likes front foot football. He wants his teams to play the style that he likes to watch himself. So, and I mean, for a neutral, I think would have been a good game to watch. But I mean, for us, it was frustrating because should have won, but never mind.
Yeah, Roy, would you like to see us play football like that? Rather play like that, or rather play defensively?
No, of course we want to play like that. Defensively doesn't work when you haven't got the players to do it. We can't even counter attack properly, so it wasn't working. It was horrible football and bad results at the same time.
Yeah,
Rafa's defense was good, so that was a good defensive setup. Bruce's defense was useless because he wasn't scoring goals and he wasn't keeping clean sheets and wasn't getting any points, and he just wasted 8 to 9 games.
Yeah, I mean, Cesare, what do you think? I mean, a lot of people have been said that they're sick of the defensive football, which to be fair, we all were. And now we actually have an opportunity to have an attacking side. But do we have to come to the conclusion that if we are going to play like that, then we may concede goals?
Yeah, I think, look, the thing is, regardless of, realistically, we could still go down, but we may as well go down fighting. We may as well go down entertaining, scoring more goals. I mean, we clearly can see that we can't defend, so we may as well be on the front foot. That is our strength.
Yeah. By the way, Dominic's got ghosts apparently. He's just messaged to say 2 things have flown off his shelf tonight. So obviously a Macam ghost in the background trying to kill you, mate.
My shirt, which is pinned up there, just came down on me. And then my box of deodorant also flew down after me. Ooh. It's the Macam ghost. He's trying
scary
to
times.
Or
it's Bruce coming back to haunt me.
Yeah, could God. Be. Let's not mention his name again. Norvik says Joelinton is captain, or a bit too far. Looked like he was more of a captain than Lascelles. Listen, I know he's had one good game, but let's not stretch it too far here. We're going from Joelinton to being in the Brazil side to playing with golden boots to winning the Ballon d'Or to now let's just hold back a little bit. Tom says, what formation do you think we will play on Saturday against Arsenal? On Jace?
3-4-3. Keep going it. Keep it that.
Yeah, agreed.
Do you not think that leaves us too open though against Arsenal?
As I've always said, defenders hate being run at. So the more you attack, the more they'll make mistakes, and the more chances we have of getting more goals against them. So attack is always the best way of going forward.
Yeah, I'm loving his positivity tonight.
Damn right.
Can I just?
Well, remember when we were saying like our players are better off at attack than sitting back. Remember when Jones was in charge and all that? Like we were saying, why are they sitting back when you know that their quality is actually going forward? So if you haven't got a defense, just go all out fucking attack. Go fucking forward up front.
Exactly.
If we can't defend while playing defensive football, might as well just flip an attack.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
just go for it. Like the damage is already done.
It's a good point.
The damage is already done. How can't be blamed for us going down? The damage was done before he started. It's a free hit at the season. If we go and the thing is, even if we go down, it's not the end of the world. Like if we go down, it's a good way of getting rid of all the dead wood, rebuilding, and it just delays us by 1 year. Like the money's there; they're not going anywhere too soon.
Yeah.
I know it sucks going down, but we always have a great laugh down in the championship anyway.
It is. But I'd rather stay in the Premier League if I'm honest.
No, yes, true, but like,
could I just add something on that?
If you have to.
I think Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe needs. Well, it's him again. I think Eddie Howe needs consistency in terms of who he picks and in terms of what formation he plays every week. Because if you grow consistency within a team, you build up a knowledge of your players, and you know what their strengths are. And if it's not working, then you switch. I think that's how teams down near the bottom who have got a new manager, now Dean Smith is Norwich as well. You need to find a formation which suits the players, and you just stick with it. No matter if you lose a game or two, you just stick with it, because otherwise it's too much changing at once, and it becomes chaotic.
Go out fighting.
It's a good point.
God, it's like Dublin Dave. Like he should be in Fight Club or something tonight, shouldn't he? Him and Jason, they should be going out getting themselves absolutely marked up. You know,
because Jason can be Meatloaf, can't he?
Oh, why would he be Meatloaf? Oh, the voice.
Get out of hell!
Yeah.
There you go.
Just go out fighting, man. That's all I say. Like, if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. Get up.
Listen,
carry on.
we've got a celebrity coming on.
Who?
Ben Johnson.
No,
Bianca.
No. Anne Hegarty from The Chase. Good evening, Peter. How are you doing, buddy?
Caddy.
Good. By the way, apparently the 10 men of Shrewsbury have equalised against Sunderland.
Yeah,
it finished 1-1, did it? Oh dear God!
Jack Colback was sent off for Nottingham Forest.
We don't care about him.
I've seen that as well.
Middlesbrough got beat 2-1 as well.
Oh dear. It's about time that we started winning some games so we can laugh at them, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we're not in a position to at the minute. Not once during the Brentford game I thought we would lose. We kept going and Brentford were wobbling. Darlow lost us the game. I actually agree.
Yeah, and the defence as well.
Yep. Stephen says, Annie, are you okay? Derek says, Lascelles is not a captain, never was. A shit player. How he's still there is beyond belief. Ginger says, Paul, I really hope the club have no dealings with Riola, the agent. He holds clubs to ransom over his players. Weekend's game will be a tough one. Arsenal will probably have Lacazette and Aubameyang available. They've done nothing this season, to be frank.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, they haven't really.
Yeah, I really haven't been impressed with Arsenal that much anyway. But this Lacazette and Aubameyang thing, I think I'm going to put my neck on the line and say Aubameyang's almost done. Really, I don't think he's a. Watch you get a bloody hat trick now on Saturday, but hey, what can you do?
He does.
Joelinton will get 4, so that'll be already.
Damn right, yeah.
Fair enough. MF the villain says the Boyo bottom left is a belter. I think that was Cesare at the time. You have an admirer, Cesare. It's those big muscle vests. It's them muscle tops you wear with your bloody pythons on show all the time. Like you need to stop wrestling. You need to stop wrestling them great white sharks, mate, because you're getting too bulky now. You know what it is.
Your muscles have muscles.
Ginger says, saying that Fraser played for Scotland injured all the time. Was he actually injured? Sean says, sorry, Paul, I love your show, but it's between you and Ant and Deck tonight. And what?
Oh,
come on.
Hey.
Ant bloody Sean, you've had a Sinclair.
I mean, let him off.
You what?
He's watching Ginola, you see. So,
excuse me.
so it's a small little tiny thing that he's doing.
Well, you're talking about Ginola now. You know,
No, don't.
Dave,
he's threatening you there.
Nobody should be watching I'm a Celebrity who likes
Absolutely,
football.
couldn't agree more.
Newcastle fans, dear God.
Bring me the anus.
Tell that to Johnny. What you said.
I'm sorry. Did you? Annie's okay. Look, breaking news. Annie's okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, thank God.
And Dublin, Dave, you deserve to be shot in the head with a pile of shite made for that
Did you not hear
comment.
what Ginola
What
said?
Oh.
comment?
He just said, "Bring on the."
That's what he said. Like.
That's what Ginola said. If I get hungry, I eat.
Bring me the anus. I eat the anus. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Or it was on a meme anyway.
Paul, you see why we need the forward back.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Point taken. He's revving up. For God knows what comments he's going to come with for the Horseman show. Jesus Christ. That's if he can find the right channel, because I'm still convinced there's loads of people going to be sitting there on Monday thinking, waiting on this channel thinking, why hasn't it started yet? You just know. Connor says, can't believe Steve forgot to mention Scotland when he was talking about fans being from all over the UK and internationally. Glenn says the fanning on at the back playing back passes needs to end. My nerves are shattered watching because you know something will happen. Yeah, we don't. We cannot play out of the back. It is an impossibility.
Wait, what? Wait, one sec. So you want to attack? You can't play out the back. You don't want to defend because you can't defend.
Annie, sometimes if I could actually reach through this computer, I would throttle your ass, right? I mean, honestly, like...
That was a bad choice of words.
It was. I'll take that back. I will throttle your neck, right? Dublin Dave, you better shut the hell up, man. You can
now. That's
verbal one and verbal one.
That's it.
Listen, you Irish True Geordie, right? I will make sure the next time you're over here, I'll not just put you in the burger van. I'll burn the beard off. I'll set it on fire, and then you'll just look like a bald Irish monk.
Terrible.
Shocking.
Well, Dublin.
Disgrace. You invite people on this show, and he sits there in his Toon top with his headphones the same as me, lounging back, vaping like some kind of bloody, Adonis. Trying to be a Greek god with his beard.
Well, he's doing a fine job, aren't you, Dave?
Oh, shut up, Harrison!
I'm not even trying.
You haven't answered my question yet.
Go on, then. What was your question? I can't bloody remember now.
You can't.
Put me off.
We don't speak championship. That's
you don't want to play out.
Yeah, that's a good point, Dominic. We don't speak
You don't want to
championship.
play
I
out
can't
the back.
understand what you're saying.
You don't want to play out the back because you can't play out the back. You don't want to see defensive football because you can't defend. You want to attack, but you can't play out the back. And you don't want to see long balls because apparently it's defensive. What exactly do you want?
To score a goal. To win
I'm
a
sorry.
match.
I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Whoa. Did you just raise your voice at me there?
Yes.
You're grounded. You're grounded.
Listen. We can play out at the back when we've got the players to do it. At the minute, we haven't because they are crap. We don't have ball-playing centre-backs for a start who, they get the ball, they panic, they hoof the ball up the field. What I'm saying is better distribution from a goalkeeper into midfield and let the midfielders move the ball forward. Get the ball to Shelby.
So playing
he
out
will
the back.
create. Sorry?
You dirty bitch.
So playing out the back.
I'm sorry, but sorry. Did anyone else just see a Dublin Dave there?
Oh, fuck.
Hold on.
What are you watching on your phone now? This is. I was looking at him. I was looking at his camera at the time. He was like that. You dirty bitch.
What the hell is going on in your house, Dave?
I missed it, Dublin.
No, sorry.
I want to know what he's watching.
I wasn't
all
watching.
I saw there was just looking at his phone, and then I heard, "Dirty bitch."
I thought.
Would you like to explain yourself?
Oh, I thought I lifted my mic. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you didn't. Jesus Christ, I've seen it all now.
Bloody hell.
What a guy! What a guy!
Oh God, I'm crying.
Yeah, you will be, you will be when I see you. Julie says, Paul, you've not discussed Cody. I've never mentioned Connor Cody. I just think it'd be a good signing. As much as I would like Cody, but the lad is talking sense. Don't tell me who's talking sense. Nobody's talking.
Me.
No, he's not. What Annie got stuck on top? Yeah, are you doing Movember, Annie? By the way, because you seem to have a caterpillar on your top lip. Oh, it's gone.
It's growing a bit.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's swiftly move on. Samuel is quite clearly a Mac and Bell End. The reason Cody would come, as you can see, the vision and who says we are going down. Exactly, Paul. Fight and talk. Jason, I think you've affected a lot of people tonight with your fight and talk.
Damn right. We should all stand together. United we. Fucking stand.
Yeah.
Going down.
I mean, Annie, seriously.
Shout out to Bristol Rovers fan.
Kevin says, I'm sick of the Toon losing to the Gunners. I so hope we beat them at the weekend. I think we stand together with that, definitely. Kieran says, hello, lads. That game on Saturday, I nearly lost my voice shouting and screaming at the telly, especially that last chance from Big Joe. What a game he played, though. I know, it was such a shame. It was actually such a shame. Oh, Julie, you're not very funny. She wants to call mine and Dave's show Mr. and Mrs.
Wait to see what Susan said.
Oh God Almighty! I haven't come to that comment yet. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's time to go. No. Keith. Oh, he's off to move house again, or he's off to slap the butler for not making his cappuccino on time. Arsenal won't be looking forward to Saturday. They'll have a nightmare containing Joelinton, Maxi Wilson, and co. That would be great to see. Can you imagine Joelinton taking the piss out of Kieran Tierney? That would be incredible.
Oh.
You know,
that's my surname. The fucking Tierney.
He hasn't played Tierney lately.
Listen. Sorry, Peter. 2 seconds. Dublin Dave. After your performance tonight, I really could not give a toss what your surname is.
Tosh.
Go on, Pete.
I don't think Tierney's played the last couple of games for Arsenal.
He hasn't, but he's fit now. Oh, they've been playing Tommy. No, Tommy actually played it right back on Sunday against Liverpool.
Who's he called again? I'll have to have a look at his name.
What is it?
Tommy
Go on, Pete. No, Tommy Asu's on the right.
Tavares, Nuno Tavares.
Tavares, yes.
That's it, yeah.
Glenn Hoddle's in the house. King Hoddle. Just to make sure, Kevin, by the way, Kevin who's watching, that's not the real Glenn Hoddle either. Okay. So make sure you beat the scum. Callum says, sorry, not working. Don't worry, mate. Stephen says, Samuel, your mum said you have to turn off the computer and get out the bloody basement. It looks like Carl's actually trying to chat up my fiance there. Wow. Sorry,
I was about to have another Mr. Sinclair moment. Just ignore that.
Dominic, did you say something?
No, I've been on mute for a while.
If Miss was your fiance.
Yes, she is.
I did not know that.
Well, you know now. And Carl? Callum says Newcastle will beat Arsenal. Julie sending Dave Harrison virtual hugs. We're leaking too many goals to win there. Yeah, but we could score 4. Let's just leak goals, but we score more. That's how football should be played. Glenn says this screen is starting to remind me of Guess Who game. Has yours got a beard? Actually, you know what I'd like to do? I mean, one day on this channel, you know, we've got a perfect setup there to play the worst looking game of blankety blank you've ever seen in your life. I mean,
I'm off. Cheers.
Look at them. Look at that row of people. I mean, you know, we've got Jason, you know, who Well,
last scene on Crime Watch.
says you. Says the man sitting there who's interacting on a fan forum show with Pornhub on his phone.
No, that wasn't Pornhub.
We'll do that one.
That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
I've just got no words. I mean, we do have royalty in the house with, Dave Harrison and Roy. They're both royalty in their very own regions of the world. We've also got an international shark wrestler in Cesare. We're going global here. We've got
Ireland's foreign.
Well, listen, you're as far away from the earth as could possibly come, the way you behave tonight. Callum's going for a 3-1 win for Newcastle. Tom says, are you going on Saturday, Jason, with it being down south?
No, so I'm still not going. I'm still waiting to get in that right mindset to go to my first ever game.
Hey, hang on. Paul says, too much negativity on this channel. We can win. We haven't even given score predictions yet. And I don't think there's been any negativity. I think people are saying we can get a point or we can go and win. Look, did you not see Jason's rant before about how we're going to destroy them? How on earth is this negative? You what, Cesare?
I said the only negativity was about Bristol.
Yeah, and that's actually a positive thing. Talking negative about Bristol.
Wow. You'll be playing us next season, mate. Now calm down.
6 points.
6 points, yeah. Tom says, my dad worked with Brian Johnson's at Parsons. He bought a Marshall amp off him. Tom, you are just an encyclopedia of amazing things, I have to say. Why is Gimli on the screen? Joke, of course. Who's Gimli?
Someone was calling me Gimli from the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yep.
How pissed off did Dave look just saying those words?
Gimli's a fucking badass, man.
You can just see him in his mind, he's going, I'm going to find that person and I'm going to...
I will.
Do you know what? Ginger's come up with a good player there for left back. Annie, shut up. Ginger says, Paul, would you go for Alonso? Left wing back, scores goals as well. I don't think that's a bad shout, actually, to get in January.
No, it's not really.
Because Chilwell's took his place in the Chelsea side, so he's not going to be playing regularly. And I think he could be a decent player to get up and down the wing.
Yeah, good shout.
And get us out the crap that we're in. Brian Johnson says, the Raji rabbit fell down the stairs, didn't he, mate? You're very funny. You're very funny. I still haven't come across Susan's comment yet. Do you think the Longstaffs were a case of it's not what you know, it's who you know? Just a question. Legend says, Dan. Derek says, Annie, it's past your bedtime.
It is, actually. It is.
Where did Saudi Mind go, by the way? I mean, I was just about to ask him a question and realised that he's not here.
He said his connection dropped off.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. Connection.
Longstaffs like the Amiobis need to go now. Wasted too much time on them. My team for January: Strakosha, Alonso, Cody, Ake, Souček, Lingard, Jonathan David from Lille. All players we could get and protect our back line. Annie, you seem to be grumbling there. What's your problem now?
Honestly, it's Thomas Souček, Connor Cody, Strakosha. What planet is he on? All of them are good, apart from Connor Cody. All of them are pushing for Champions League. Why would they want to come in the middle of January?
What will we be doing in a few years?
Exactly, and you're forgetting we've got money to
What about
offer.
now, here and now?
Yeah, but you have to make steps. You have to take a risk. Like, you see the project and you go, I want to be a part of that. I want to put my name down in the fact that I'm at the turn on that club's that club's fortunes around. Like,
yeah,
there are some players that want to like play for a team, not just for the money, like, but they want to actually be a part of something great, like, because like whoever gets Newcastle up to the top of the league, they're going to be remembered for fucking ever. Like,
it's a good point. They can become legends.
Fair enough, I suppose.
You what?
He said fair enough, suppose.
No,
I was going to say fair enough, but what?
I think one of Annie's parents is obviously hitting the internet and looking for the same sort of stuff with Dublin Davis because he's lost his dial-up. Oh, he's
But
gone.
why would
Oh,
why would they want to leave?
He's very fadey.
he's still there.
So-
Right now.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Can you hear me now, Bobby?
You've been hit by.
Annie!
You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
When they could explain it.
I'll blame it on the boogie, Annie. See you later. Get yourself sorted. Get back on. He has. Bristol is just shocking. Paul says, cheeky little 1-0 win for the Toon. Joelinton gets the winner against Arsenal. Totally helps playing the team in the correct position. Bristol, who, fella? Saudi says, did you watch Joelinton in Germany? He was skinny and played on the wings. Yeah, but he needs to bulk up for the Premier League, though. He's a unit and should be using that. Sorry, Paul, it was a shot in the far corner. His goal against Spurs was better, but Mitro scored more, and we moved him on. We don't have time to retrain players. Oh, listen. I just think there's a player in Joelinton now. I've seen some hope. What do you think about Newcastle being interested in Lacazette for 80 million quid, Peter Proudlock?
What?
I wouldn't even pay 20.
I remember
Not
we
been
were.
that impressive lately.
I remember when we were looking at him before all the big teams were. We were looking at like paying like 6 million or something for him, and Ashley wouldn't pay out.
Right, just shut up a minute, Dave. Dominic, I know you got to go, matey. So thanks for coming on. Get yourself back on next week, buddy.
I will be. I'm going to Norwich, so hopefully I'll see some of you there if you are going.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Yes.
Thanks for having me on.
I'll be there as
see
well.
you all
No
in a
bother,
bit.
mate. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, is it Tuesday night we play Norwich?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is, yeah. 7:30.
Oh, I'm going to have to move fan form to Wednesday and clash with
A
John
week
Sinclair.
tonight, Paul.
Oh.
You what, Dave?
Week tonight, isn't it? Or a fortnight
A week
tonight?
tonight, yeah, it is a week tonight.
I'll be at the burger van.
Roy, is there any chance you're going to get across to a game this year? Do you think this season?
Well, I'm not coming in Christmas, so maybe in Easter.
Okay.
You never know.
Jezri, have you been across yet, or are you looking to come across? Or are you too busy wrestling great whites?
I've been. I haven't made it up that far north, but I really want to work there for a year. That's my ultimate dream.
Cool. Brian says, thank you so much for your kind words, Dave. It was lovely to meet you. Looking forward to seeing you again, my friend. Well, we might see a few more people on Friday night, Dave, because I'm taking you as my +1 under to see Peter Beardsley.
Excited about that.
Steve's kindly give us 2 tickets to go and see him. So me and the Harrison will be out on the Toon again.
Mm-hmm.
When did Charles Manson join you?
Who's that now?
Oh, I wonder who. That could be. Stephen says Longstaff shouldn't be on the bench, and where is Fernandez? Everyone's out. Oh dear. What defenders would we sign in January? Well, look, I've told you. Connor Cody.
Nicholas Sula.
No.
Yes.
Jason.
Shut up yourself. Nicholas Sula.
Go and eat your jelly deals. I'm telling you now. Connor Cody, one at the back, sorted. We just need Cody.
Nicholas Sula.
What's to have a 4-4-3 or something? A 1.
Gary says this is just as funny as the Four Horsemen show tonight, Paul. Listen, I try and make all the streams a good laugh. That's what it's all about. And given the shit that a lot of us have been through lately, I could do with one. Thank you very much. And it's thanks to my subscribers that I can actually put my mind to something useful. So, big family on this channel. And so there you go. Gary said, I would love Bruce to go to Man United and see the likes of Rio eat their words. I'd love to go to see Ronaldo. I'd love Bruce to go to Man United just to see Ronaldo playing at left back. I mean,
Did anyone see on Sky Sports Alex Bruce on Sky Sports?
Oh, no, I missed that.
He was actually on it before the Man United game, and he got asked as if his dad would take the Man United job, and he said something along the lines, "It would surprise me if he was interested in going for it."
If he was interested, yeah.
I mean, I just can't see it. I can't see it.
I want to see it, though.
I want to see it. I want to see
I
it.
want to
because
see it.
I want to wake up tomorrow morning and he's there in the Stretford end with his Man United scarf, looking like with his cheesy face. Ooh, look at me, like sitting there.
Yeah,
Bob on a shirt.
Yeah. Brian says, you make your own luck, lads. Think positive and it'll turn out positive. Toon, great crack. Thanks, Brian. Paul says, I can't wait to see Paul Merson's face if we sneak a win, as he seems to be nursing his semi when the other team scores against us. Brian says, if we play 3-4-3, Lewis and Minkio have to come in, as do Fernandez and Shah, to be honest. I agree, not the end of the world if we go down, but coming back up might be an issue with the Premier League refusing us entry back in. They couldn't do that. We'd have them we'd have them in court before they could blink. Dan says, does anybody miss Derby Day?
No.
No.
Derek says Merson couldn't get a semi. Oh, I'm not reading that. No. Jesus Christ.
I read it. It's all right.
I've just seen Susan's comment. I highly.
Come on, you've got to put it on the screen, Paul.
No.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great show tonight.
Who's Ant and who's Dick?
Well, I was just about to say which one's which.
Dave's got the bigger forehead, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. He's
I've got a bigger forehead than all yous.
Susan, we'll speak later.
Be nice now.
Oh, so everybody's having a laugh now. Susan's so funny. Carl says you don't win a war sitting in the trenches. Well said. Oh, so you've already laughed at the comment, Dave.
Oh, yes, I wasn't going to have about when I saw that one.
Glenn Hoddle says there is no reason you can't beat the team containing Kieran Tiny, Ben Shite, Sack of Shit, or Bumeyang, and Alexander Lackathreat.
I do rate Saka, though, I must say.
Yeah, Saka's a good player.
And Smith Rowe is another one.
Jade says you don't have to play out from the back to be attacking. Just saying. Ginger says, is that Gimli from Lord of the Rings in the Newcastle top? Well, it is. Not the one in the middle, though. The obscure-looking fella sitting on the right-hand side of the screen.
The good one on the end.
What are you on about?
Yeah. Why is Carl trying to chat Susan up again? I'm a little concerned at that. I may have to ban him. Fraser hoofed the ball to ASM and it went straight in the net, Annie. Yeah. Kevin says, I'm crying, you dirty... You dirty bitch. Dear God. Nice to see Shah back in the team and made some nice runs. Yeah, he does, because he can bring the ball out of defence. And for me, that's what it's all about. Barbara says Darlow must be left out of the team against Arsenal. 100% agree. Robert says Peter Schmeichel says Steve Bruce would be a fantastic interim manager for Manchester United. Another idiot talking crap. Well, let them talk crap if he gets the job. You know what I mean? Because that's what we need to do. Right. It's now time for that crazy thing that we do at the end of the... Oh, it's all right. He's saying he's only joking. He wants to be. That crazy time of the fan forum where we have to go for predictions. Now, Jason, I am going to start with you because you have been Mr. Positivity tonight. You came out with a rant. You were standing on your pedestal, screaming to the congregation. All we need now is a presidential speech now as to why we're going to beat Arsenal and what the score is going to be. The floor is yours, Jason. In fact, the screen is yours, Jason.
Hey, presidential talk. I did not have a sexual relationship with Arsenal.
Not that kind of talk.
Newcastle United will go down to the Emirates and they will defeat Arsenal 2-1. Joelinton will get the first goal. Arsenal will then come back and get some other goal. And then right at the end, it is going to be a fucking pain in the ass for Arsenal because Joe Willock will get the fucking winner against them. There you go. 2-1 victory.
Love it.
Well said.
Yep.
Get me off the screen.
Luke said that this is for you, Dublin Dave. That wasn't Pornhub. It was his mum he was talking to.
Oh, that'd be hard when my ma's dead.
Oh, bless.
can't actually say anything to that. You know, it just.
I'm not lying.
Why are you sitting? I know. Thanks for the super chat, Forever Ron. A little something towards the celebratory pints. Jade says, Annie, what was Man City pushing for when they had their takeover and signed Robinho, etc. in their first year? That is another good point. Right, Jason, did you give us a score?
Yeah, I said 2-1. What are you listening?
All right. I switched off after you said that you didn't have sexual relationship with that woman. Lisa Seinfeld Jones from Man United.
Not a fucking.
Is that level 7 really?
Christ. Brian says we need players who are hungry for whatever reason and want to build a new castle in Newcastle. Toon. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Right, Chippers, come on then. Give us a reason why we're going to win the game against Arsenal.
Well, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Well, that's not giving us a reason why we're going to beat Arsenal, is it?
I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. I just think it'll be a draw. I think both defences again will just be all at seeing goals and 2-2. I can see it being that.
Fair enough. Susan says, ha ha. Yeah, I'll be ha ha when I see you. Billy says, Paul and the King are two from the last of the summer wine who would be combo.
That would be me.
It's obviously who would be combo, the old decrepit git on the screen.
You're not that old, Paul, and don't do yourself down for that.
Cheeky bastard. Dennis says, who you lads reckon will get the Man Who job, Steve Bruce or Mark Hughes?
Steve Bruce for the job and Mark Hughes is an assistant.
That's fair enough. Bazza says the King of Morocco and Robin Hood springs to mind. Christ almighty, we're getting proper double act names in now. Unbelievable. Brian says Dave is better looking though and shorter. Well, he's a lot shorter. Comes up with my knees. Dan says Tyndall said how we'll be back for the Arsenal game. Dan says 1-0 Newcastle. Forever On says new goalkeepers needed. Henderson is the ideal answer and he'd be smart to make the move. Not if he's going to be behind Dubravka. We spoke about this last night. I don't think that he, if he's going to come. Susan, even though she knows nothing about football, says 3-2 Newcastle. Fair enough. Tom says, I'd like to see us win 2-1. Level 7 Dave says he doesn't like popcorn.
Bloody heck.
That's okay just to get to him.
That's one thing he doesn't like. Knobbly bobblies, flake ice cream, Jaffa cakes,
yes.
Barbara's going for a 2-1 win for Newcastle United. Whoever's in the bottom left looks like they're sitting on the toilet. Yep, that was Annie. And he probably was, to be fair. Liam says Compo and Campo. Jesus, wait.
That's a bit odd.
Forever Run says 2-1 Newcastle. Can see it happening with the Joelinton Renaissance. See, how French was that? Renaissance. Julie says the truce from Friday didn't last long. Love it. Right, who's next on my list? I suppose we have to ask Dublin Dave if he's. Are you there? Are you still there, or you got something you're watching?
I'm here. I'm not. I wasn't watching anything. It was a text, but
what sort of text do you get when you look at your phone and you go, "Dirty bitch"?
Good ones.
Good man. Good answer.
Unbelievable.
But what do you call
Oh my God.
Right, back to football.
Yes.
4-3 Newcastle.
4-3.
Oh, that's
Jesus
bold.
Christ almighty. Well, Carl thinks we'll sneak a 1-0 win. Truls says we're going to win 4-0 because the rise starts. Bazza says Knobbly Bobblies have bought out a new popcorn flavoured ice cream, but he'd like that one. Yeah, he probably would. Robert's going for a 2-1 win with a Joelinton winner. Tom says, just hope we play like we did against them in that cup game. Yeah, we played well. Good evening, Paul. Right, Roy, come on then, keep this positivity going.
Okay, I'll start with, we haven't beaten them since Andy Carroll scored and we won 1-0, so that was about 11 years ago.
Yeah.
But we're going to win 2-1.
No.
We're not going to keep a clean sheet, so So we'll score 2 goals. I'll go with Willock and Wilson to score the goals as well. And may the force be with you.
What the hell?
Is that one of them new Trojans?
I was going mad in here.
We actually beat Arsenal a few seasons ago.
Okay, I'll put it away.
I'm sorry, but I've got no idea where this fan forum show goes anymore. I mean,
we actually beat Arsenal a few seasons ago. When we had Slimani on loan, and he done the assist for Richie to get the winner. We beat him 2-1.
Yeah.
At the Emirates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking at the Emirates.
No, I don't think we won at the Emirates since the Andy Carroll.
We haven't won at the Emirates since Andy Carroll's goal. That was at home, Jason, I think.
I think Jason's right, but I think it was at home, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jason, you've had a Sinclair. Congratulations.
Yay!
That's what John does.
My guys!
Hello, ladies.
Stephen's going 2-1, 4-2 to the Toon. Sorry, wow. Some goals getting scored on Saturday. I tell you.
It's
Hello, ladies.
Andy says, "Did you get that from Ann Summers, Roy?"
This is yeah, I think so. I'll try it in the dark later.
Oh Jesus, Peter.
What batteries come with that?
Oh, wow. It's going to be tough. I'm going to say 2-2 as well because our record down there is not all that great, but I think we could give them a game.
Who's going to score?
Let's have big Joelinton again. And I'll go for Maxi.
God, I don't think I've ever seen anybody predict Joelinton to score. It's incredible, isn't it? It's Julie says a show in itself, an awards night, the Sinclairs. Yes, that is a good show. That might actually come in December. I might do a show close to Christmas called the Sinclair Awards Night and dish out, well, not actually physically dish out prizes, but give out prizes vocally to the best quotes that we've had on the fan forum, the best fans that we've had on the fan forum.
Do yellow cards
you're
count?
not going to win. You're going to win the most weird character of the lot.
I'll be like Tiote with yellow cards, will I?
Yeah, definitely. Liam says, join the dark side. Oh, jeez. Joelinton to get man of the match again. Right, Cesare, come on then.
I think I'll go with a high-scoring match. I would say 4-3 as well. 2 for Callum Wilson, 1 for Joe, and I'll give 1 to Shea as well.
Right, cool. I tell you what, I'm not used to all this positivity. Peter, Susan says you're doing the Timothy advert. Brushing your hair a minute ago. I actually saw you do that as well. It was like, Timothy. Craig Berger says, what do you think of Wolves, mate? I think that a cracking result against West Ham. I certainly didn't expect that. And suddenly they've turned a dodgy start into a... Well, actually, it was the Newcastle game where the season turned around for them, to be honest. So that's what we do. We help teams in the Premier League. Hang on, where are we going? Liam says 2-1 with a Joelinton hat-trick. How? Right, there's something wrong with that sentence right there.
He's going to score our own goal.
Possibly, yeah. Ross Barkley for 14 million quid, anyone?
Why
Not
not?
for me.
But
I wouldn't say no.
I wouldn't say no. I think he's better than what we've got, to be honest. But
yeah.
Callum Wilson to get a yellow card and misses the Norwich match. Oh, yes, he does. As he picks another booking up. Paul says he shared everywhere. Thank you, mate. Carl says another great show, Paul. Robert says, be good to see Anderson getting a run out against Arsenal. Yep, it would be nice. Right, there we have it.
I'm not banned now, am I?
Look, I don't actually know what to expect. I'm gonna have to watch the show back and just see if there's any reason that you should be actually given a red card instead of a yellow one.
It was absolutely fine.
But I'm still loving to know what that text message was, to be honest.
We all are.
Because let's face it, he got a text message that he looked at he also forgot he was live on the show. He didn't seem to know where he was, and all you heard was "dirty bitch." So I think by the time this show ends, I think there's going to be some more texting going on with whoever that person is, and I think you know, I'm not going there. No, let's.
Yeah. It's all right.
Anyway, Peter, thank you for coming on, matey. Anything coming up on the channel this week?
Just the usual preview, thoughts after the game, player ratings, and I've got my PD's live show on Thursday.
Yeah. Go and subscribe to PD Proudlock's channel, everyone. Great Newcastle fan channel as well. And it's a good laugh his live stream as well. And
it is.
You actually get to catch him out, Mr. Rapist. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, take care, mate. Have a good week. Speak soon.
Yeah.
Cesare, thank you for coming on. Any shark wrestling events this week?
None for me. Just looking forward to the game. I actually am going to go and watch the game with about 40 of other Newcastle fans at a bar. We're taking over the bar for the night.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good, especially if we can get a result. Drinks will be flowing. Right, thanks for coming on, Cesare. Catch you soon, buddy. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Dublin Dave, stop texting whoever that lucky lady is.
The dirty bitch.
Jesus Christ, I'm never going to live that. That was a classic. That was just a classic.
I do apologize for that. Right? I'm sorry.
No, don't. Exactly. There's no need to. I mean,
I honestly thought it.
Well, you didn't.
Never mind. It's good fun, mate. Good fun.
Yeah. Susan says, "Take care, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already." Thank you. Yep. Thanks for coming on, Dublin Magpie, and I will see you next Tuesday at the game. You know where we stand, don't you?
Just the burger van first, and then over to the store, is it?
Well, it depends. It depends if Dave Harrison buys me a burger or not. He still hasn't bought me one. But being a cold Tuesday night, I think he should actually get me one on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah, I might get two.
But then if we don't see you there, we'll see you along just over past the club shop, maybe.
Yeah, right. I'll see you there.
Take care.
Best of luck.
See you, mate.
Roy, thank you very much for coming on again.
Thanks, mate.
Becoming a mainstay of the fan forum now, so it's good to have you on every week, mate, as much as you can.
Thanks a lot. Pleasure, mate.
We'll catch you next week again, hopefully. But
Catch
it might
you
be
next
on
week.
Wednesday. It might be on Wednesday night next week.
Oh yeah, next Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep an eye out, and I'll let you
May
know.
the force be with you.
Yes. And you crazy man. Take care, buddy.
Take care, lads.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Chippers, thank you very much for coming on, matey. You managed to stay connected for the whole show, so at least your internet seems a little bit better. Now you just need a decent phone or a decent computer, so you're not sort of, looking so weird.
Peel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm too good looking, so I just got to go with what I've got at the moment,
Yeah, good night, Chippers. Right. Jason, thanks very much for coming on.
No problems.
Anything on the channel this week, bud?
Yeah, I got my match preview, done a live show Thursday morning with His Royal Highness will be gracing us, and Chippers, and also Rainey from Toon Talk. And then on Saturday, I'll be doing a watch along, but no one will be viewing because they'll be viewing you because you're doing it as well.
Listen, I'm trying something out, right? I've got a bit of new software that has a running scoreboard, time, and updates the scores and things like that. So I'm trying it out. So, listen, I haven't done one yet. It's my first ever one. Let me have one, Jason. You know what I mean?
I'll let you have one.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. But thanks for coming on, matey. I'll be watching your shows. I might jump on the one on the. I'll see if you can send us a link for the Thursday one. I might pop on in the morning once I've dropped the kids off from school, and one kid from school because the other has COVID. But never mind. Yeah, Phoebe's got COVID, so she hasn't been very well at all. She actually had COVID a week and a half ago, but it looks like she's got that long COVID thing that you were telling us about, Dave.
Yeah, it's not good.
So unfortunately, she hasn't shifted. She's very lethargic at the minute, and not in a great shape, bless her. But
hope she gets better very soon, mate.
yeah, I'm sure she will. She's a battler. She's going to the doctors tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But thanks for coming on, Jason, and I'll probably jump on your show at the end of the week, mate.
No probs.
Take care. See you soon.
Cheers.
So that just leaves me and thee, Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said earlier on in the show, Dave Harrison is going to become a co-host on the Toon Review channel, as well as a mod, and as well as a commentator, and as well as everything else. Obviously,
So busy.
I'm delighted that you've accepted the invitation to do it, Dave, because obviously, you know, as many people see, we kind of bounce off each other with our sarcastic remarks. I do love them, really. You know, it's banter. Just in case anybody thinks I pick on the old man, you know what I mean? It's not fair. But no, we're like Waldorf and Stadler from the Muppets. So basically, shows coming up this week. We've got Thursday night, which is the this one, which is the match preview, the Arsenal Newcastle match preview with myself and Dave. That will be around about 8:30 on Thursday night, and we'll be joined by Rich, the Arsenal fan, for that as well. So it should be a good show talking about the two sides and where the game can be won and lost. Then on Saturday at around about 2:00, it is the live watch along with myself, Arsenal against Newcastle United. That will be from around 2 p.m. And straight after the game, well, about 10 minutes after it finishes, while I get a drink and just give myself my voice a break, me and Dave will be back with this one, the Arsenal Newcastle United match reaction live. So that should be a good show for about an hour and a half after the game, where we'll be dissecting the match basically, and looking at where the game was won and lost, and you know, the team lineup, the formation, you know, the player performances and things like that. So we'll be looking for everyone to take part in the show as well through the live comments on that one. So that should be a cracking show as well. Dave, thank you very much for coming on tonight, buddy, and I will catch you Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll see you then. That was 8 or whatever. I'll see everybody then. Take care, everybody.
Take care. Love to Dot. Good night.
Yeah, and Susan. Yeah, take care, everybody.
Good night, mate. So there you have it. That was the fan forum. Brilliant show tonight. I thought very funny as well. So some good laughs, and that's what it's all about. That's what I intend to try and do with these live streams, is make them a bit more comical. You know what I mean? It's why not have a good laugh when you're on with a bunch of fans as well, talking about your favorite football team. It's getting more and more popular, the fan forum, and lots of people want to come on, and I can only get a certain amount of people on, but it's a great laugh, especially when we've got the usuals on. You know, it's brilliant, really. So thoroughly enjoyed the show tonight. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Thursday night with Mr. Harrison for the match preview. Thank you to everybody that has donated on a super chat tonight. Michael, again, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you to the mods, Dave Harrison, Susan, and Julie back there doing a great job. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed the show, please don't forget to smash the like button for me. Help me to continue to grow the channel. And if you like the channel and you're new to it and you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. Help me build it up even further. Coming up on 6,200 now, so it's going really well. So thank you very much for that. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching the show. Have a great evening and a great rest of the week. See you Thursday. Good night.